This comment sent me down a rabbit hole, and I dug deep at 3 o'clock in the morning to find the connection of the movie 1BR to the concept of 15-minute cities. So let's talk about it to answer the big question. Was the movie 1BR really created to expose the truth behind 15-minute cities? First, let's begin by defining what a 15-minute city is. Because I live under a rock, I didn't know. But these are small communities that were built as a way to give residents everything they needed within a 15-minute walk or bike ride from home. The concept first emerged back in the 1920s, and it was created with the goal of increasing accessibility. Your job, department stores, the movie theater, anything you needed was just around the corner. Which in turn, these communities can reach a high level of sustainability for its residents, and an overall better quality of life. So now that we have that covered, let's talk about the movie 1BR. It's a 2019 psychological thriller, and it follows the story of a young woman who moves into a seemingly perfect community. But the longer she stays there, she starts to realize some very strange things. Soon learning that the people living in this community are trying to control her and get her to conform to their way of life. And when it's clear that she's refusing to follow their lead, well, things take a very sinister turn. Now my favorite part, let's get into the theories. Some people have apparently turned away from moving into these 15-minute cities because aside from the gentrification that takes place, many of them feel that it's a totalitarian plot, and theorize that it must be something greater going on with these large organizations. People have even pushed back on the installation of cameras within these communities, because they have this fear that they're always going to be watched. And the scariest theory of them all is that it is felt as them as residents will one day be restricted from driving on certain roads, or even leaving these 15-minute cities in general. It's very much giving Big Brother from the book 1984 by George Orwell, if you're into that kind of stuff. And I mean also very similar to the atmosphere given in 1BR. But can we say that 1BR was created to expose the truth behind these 15-minute cities? In my opinion, it definitely exposes the theories and what people fear could happen. But with my knowledge in marketing and media, one thing I can definitively say is that people are going to continue to reuse these types of concepts because they know that it will almost always gain popularity amongst the masses. And I feel like it's because of the conspiracies that revolve around them. That's why we see so many movies about zombie apocalypses and the end of days. But unfortunately, we won't know the truth until it's right in front of our faces. And sometimes even when that happens, we don't even see it. But what do you guys think? Are 15-minute cities surely a plot to control the masses? Or is that a bunch of rubbish? If you've seen the movie 1BR, let us know what you thought about it in the comments.